Okay, now today we're going to look at a new chapter in this book, Oxford Advanced Thematic Anthology, and we are up to paragraph 5, chapter 5 already. Okay, now so as you can see, it is a short story, and the short story, you know the structure, right? So first of all, you have the kind of setting, okay, at the very beginning, and then you have some scenes building up to the climax, and after the climax, you have the ending. Now, but this short story takes a different approach, I would say. But you've learned it in Chinese, so as I explained, then you know what I'm talking about. Now, the first paragraph, let me read it first. It was raining, and I felt as though my heart would break. Yesterday, a cat tiger had been playing his favorite game with me. I dragged a piece of string along the floor, and he chased after it. Today, he was lying dead and still in a small box, surrounded by the flowers my mother had gathered from our garden. I could not stop crying. So it's a kind of sad story, and actually is the ending here. Is the ending here or the result of the result here. Okay, let me mark it down here. The result, the consequence, or here we say the ending here. And then from paragraph 2, okay, the writer tries to explain what happened. Alright, late yesterday evening, Tiger had tried to cross the road outside our house to get to the park like he did every day. When he was crossing the road, a car appeared so suddenly that he could not escape. It hit him, and a moment later, he lay motionless on the road. My sister witnessed all this and began screaming. My mother immediately raced out to the road to pick him up and see whether he could be saved. She brought him into the house and kept him warm, but it was too late. Nothing could save him now. He looked so peaceful, as though he was just asleep and could wake up at any moment. Since he arrived as a stray at our doorstep 4 years ago, he grew to become an important part of family. Okay, so it explains what happened. All right, so what happened? So basically, the writer's pet tried to escape. Okay, tried to cross the road. Okay, when he tries to cross the road, okay, a car suddenly appeared and hit him, and that's why he kind of lay motionless, okay, in the original term here. Now, I would like you to highlight a few terms because they are quite difficult to some of you, perhaps, okay. The first one, motionless. Now, motion, motion, action, okay, movement, all right. Less means without, no, okay. No, when you describe a person or a living thing, like here, he lay motionless, that means, okay, he can no longer move, all right. The second one, witness. Witness means see, basically see, all right. Screaming, okay. Now the next one, raised. Raised, now you know RACE as a noun. As a noun, it means competition. Okay, competition. But here, as a verb, it means rush. Okay, hurried. Okay, in other words, run quickly. All right. Raised out of the out to the road to pick him up. Okay, but then it was too late. Okay, or perhaps the pet has been severely hurt already, so he's definitely in critical conditions. Right? Nothing could save him now. She looked so peaceful, as though he was just asleep. Now, I want you to highlight this, as though. As though. Now, though means a though, right? Though means although. But here, as though means as if. It means just like. Okay? So it's a kind of, how to say? It's a kind of rhetorical device that you can use in your daily writing. Okay? Now, as though, looks very difficult, but it just means just like. Okay, so you can use it more frequently in your writing, especially in a kind of short story. Okay, since he arrived as a stray. Now, stray as an adjective, it means not along the good way or the correct way. Okay, stray here means the dog or the cats that are left in the wild. Okay, for a purpose or intentionally by people. Alright, stray. The cats or dogs or pets you see in the wild, okay, outside home, but they may have belonged to somebody else. Alright, stray. Doorstep, Alright, now so let's move on. Paragraph 3. My parents wanted to arrange a funeral for Tiger, so my father dug a hole in the garden for a grave. We placed Tiger in a cardboard box and put white flowers around him. I carried the box out to the garden, walking very slowly as he was heavy. I carefully placed the box into the ground. It was time to say goodbye. My brother Tom had written a speech which he read. We've come to bury Tiger, a special cat who died too young. He lived with us for only 4 years. He was a treasured member of our family and a good friend. He played with us and slept on our beds. He was always silly and made us laugh. He waited for us when we came home from school and loved to watch us as we did our homework. It was hard to believe he's gone. We loved him so much and will miss him. Goodbye, Tiger. My sister Emily picked up her flute and played a slow, sad tune. Even my parents had tears in their eyes because the music was so touching. My father slowly placed earth into the grave. My mother put her arms around me, but she understood that there was nothing that could take away my pain at the moment. Okay, so it's kind of a sad story, and the writers has got a brother and also a sister. Okay, so what they did for the cat, for the pet, for Tiger. Okay, now for Tom, he had written a speech. Okay, and he just read it. Okay, now bury. Now I want to highlight a few vocabulary. Bury means you put something under earth, under soil, under the land. Bury. And he was a treasured member of family. Treasured means when you treasure somebody, you value somebody highly, or you try to cherish somebody. Okay, treasured. Next one. We have flute. Now that is what the writer's sister did. Okay, picked up her flute and played a very sad tune. Flute, it's kind of music instrument, silver in color, metallic in color. Okay, a very narrow tube. Okay, you blow air into that little hole, and then you have some sort of keys to press on. Okay, to create different pitches. Okay, flute. Play a slow tune. Tune means melodic phrase. Okay, melody. Okay, and even my parents had tears in their eyes. Okay, place earth into the grave. Now, earth here is not our mother earth. Okay, it talks about, or it's more about the land or the soil. All right. Now it's a sad story, but in English we can also use the same method, which is we place the result at the very beginning first before we explain what happened. Okay, so let's recap. The first paragraph is the result, or the ending, or the resolution of the story. From paragraph 2 to paragraph 5, the writer explains what happened. Okay? So, I think I should stop here. And please do page 30, 31, 32, and also 33. Now, 33 is about some vocabulary relating to grief and comfort. It may be a little bit difficult for some of you, but if you check the dictionary, okay, you check the words up, and I don't think it's a very hard exercise for you. Now, I still want you to try, okay? But for vocabulary and the comprehension passage, now you see it's the exam format. I would like you to really pay attention or even time yourself when you are doing it. Okay? So I will see you in the next video checking the answers. Okay? See you.